Welcome to the Afternoon Podcast, guys. I'm your host, Michael Max, and we are back yet with another episode. But on this episode, I've got a very special guest with a long list of career paths that she's taking. But of course, she can also introduce herself. Welcome to the show.
Molweni lonke guys, I go by the name of Neziswa moko, also known as Miss Naz.
Okay, man. Welcome to the show, man. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you. So just tell us, how's your week been? Like,
My week has been amazing.
it's been amazing.
Yeah, my week has been amazing. I came back last week from Johannesburg and I'm here to prepare for my parents' 45th anniversary. Yeah, so I've been driving them around trying to prepare and get things together for the anniversary. So I had a beautiful, blessed week. How was yours?
Mine was good. I was just preparing for this interview, obviously. And then obviously today was delay issues, just to get into. But it was a good week. So yeah, let's get deep into the questions like who Neziswa like who is Neziswa? If you could just tell us about yourself.
Neziswa, she's the last born,
Mm.
born and raised in Gqeberha, and I'm a PK.
Pastor's kid. Okay.
Yes, I'm a PK. And I started the media space at a very young age. Like when I was young, I knew exactly what I wanted to do because I started with acting. Acting is my first love. So growing up at Gqeberha, I used to have like a dance group back at home in primary where I would call like kids in my community to come and dance.
Okay. That sounds fun.
Yeah, so after that, we'll go share a summer strand and put that cage and dance for people. And then people will just pour money and then we'll help like the kids in my community that were coming from disadvantages to buy uniforms for them. So after that, 2008, if I'm not mistaken, I went for auditions in Brighton, a red location. So that's where everything started for me because I was part of a big production called the Wozeleni Bofu.
Okay.
Yeah, Wozeleni Bofu. And then we went to perform in Grahamstown Arts Festival. So that's where the love started for me. And
So acting was always part of the plan.
acting was my first love. Like that's when I discovered Mali. This is what I wanted to do, and I just went for it.
That's dope, man. So basically, you like a child. What do they say? Kids who grew up in the industry. So,
I don't know, but those kids.
yeah. But I'm just want to ask you. You said you've been in Kabeja. You grew up in Kabeja.
Yeah.
Actor, right? But let's be realistic. The acting here is not as big as it is in Johannesburg. As we would want it to be big. We obviously had our first production show, Kabeja the Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't you think that you would need to move to Johannesburg to like make it big, or you feel like you don't need to move to the big city?
Talking about it, I was part of it
Oh,
as an advocate on the show.
yeah.
You are so right when you're saying that it's a very small space. Like the industry is very small this side, and there's no much opportunities. So that's why one needs to go to Johannesburg. But people like me are trying to change that and create opportunities for talent this side because after Gqeberha the Empire, I've seen a lot of talent. And for me, I've always knew that there is talent this side, but it's just that there's no opportunities. So I'm one of the people that are trying to create opportunities for talent this side so that people don't have to travel. Yes, because other people are not advantaged like me, you understand, to go to Johannesburg to get of me. They are here and they have the talent. So I'm trying by all means to create an opportunity because last year I was starting an acting agency where I'm trying to get Talente Alapa to be recognized in Johannesburg so that if there's a production in Johannesburg that is looking for poser actors, they can just easily spot the talent or scout the talent.
So I also want to be an actor.
Oh, really? I also want to be an actor.
Yeah, the point where I went to auditions for Kabeja,
Oh, wow.
they never took me, but they called me twice to be backup. Like
Cool stuff. And you do have a face for actor.
so I did do a scene where we were at the hospital and they were shooting this scene. They were at the hospital and then I just walked past by. So my family was like, "Okay, we're coming to see you on TV. Just come right in." When the episode dropped, they cut my scene. They literally cut my scene out. Twice actually. It was in that,
But you were so close.
I was so close. At least I was able to see the acting and what it takes to be in this industry. I got to see so many faces, and I was like, and it is exciting. So yeah, man. Hopefully, whatever you plan it happens, so that we can have our own production.
You do have a face for acting.
Some, some people might not agree with that yet, So like if you've been on camera, you actually before like
Yes. So like did like couple of productions. 2016, I was on Rockville. I was a journalist. And then 2017, no. 2016, I was on Sabalaza. Yeah. And then I was on Ratipulai in 2020 during lockdown. Yeah. So I've been in a couple of productions that are big on in Zanzibar.
what was like your first acting experience?
It was amazing. I was an extra actually when it started. Yeah. I started on Isidingo. Yeah, I was extra and I enjoyed it as much as it was just like, it was not even a role. It was just like a person that's just there. But for me, it was a big thing just to experience set life and also get to mingle with the actors and learn what's happening with stage. So it was a great experience for me.
Ah, that's nice, man. Shout out. What's like the most exciting thing about your journey so far?
It's the fact that you create your own opportunities. That's exciting for me because instead of waiting for people to call you for auditions, you need to create your own opportunities. And I've learned that after graduating in 2017 at the Dr. Dumanjovo Academy in Joburg Theatre, when I started performing arts, I've learned that if you have the skill,
Yeah.
learn as you go and start your own thing. So,
Still waiting for
yes. So I was excited when I started my own show called Ising Singing, because it's a whole production and I'm a creative and I'm doing all of these things. So I had to challenge myself and be a producer and a content creator and also get people like I was doing like the whole work that is done by a whole production team by myself. So that was so exciting for me because I had to challenge myself.
because I saw what you sent me that link when you said that, let me show you my work, and I saw that video that you did 2 years ago. And you're at the mountains, and was it like a
Me, I scouted the
was
place.
it like a mini podcast? What was going on?
It's a show called Zimba Seguin. I'm still pitching the show to channels. It's a very interesting show, but obviously I can't talk more about it now. But it's a big production that I'm trying to get funding for and also get out there. But let me tell you about that. Getting those shares in that place,
Like how did you get those?
I hired those shares for like 200 Rand and also scouting the place because that place is in Johannesburg in a place called Notcliffe Hills. People shoot music videos there. So I had to scout that place, getting the dress code that I was wearing, getting the guests, the script to the photographer, editing, all of that work. Like I have audience and Gokwam. So yeah,
You also had to pay for that location shoot.
everything. Everything. No, the location was free.
Oh, there's dude. I don't know much about voice acting though.
Okay.
Because to me it's I know what it is, but to me it's like the preparation and like because we never think that we never take it serious, or we never like think about like tell me about voice acting, like what is it about, like the
Voice acting is, if you know Amabali Kumsaboinen, have you heard Amabali Kumsaboinen? It's acting, but on radio. But your preparation is very important because your voice, you need to go for like a voice training where you know when to pause, right? You can't sound as if you're reading news. You need to know when to pause, when to give the next actor an opportunity because now these people are not watching you. They are hearing you. So now you need to take them to your world so that they can understand. So it's a very interesting career. It is acting, but on another level because it challenges you to bring people to your worlds. So you also need to work on your voice. If you're a person that smokes or drinks, because your voice needs to be ready all the time because you don't know where you're going to get your next gig. So you need to go for vocal coaching and also drink a lot of water and all of that. So it's very interesting. That's pay a lot of money.
a lot of
Yeah, a lot of money. I can tell you one of the voiceovers that I did.
how much do you get? Tell us.
You record for like in an hour and get your 15, your 20K.
Oh,
But obviously your agent takes percentage, like a 20%. But it's good money. Like you make a lot of money. Voiceover acting or voiceover is more than acting on its own because the money that you get for like an hour is the money that you get a month when it comes to acting. So yeah.
you voiced many characters or many stories, right? Have you ever voiced a character?
I had on Umfabulene,
Okay.
but it was an audition. It didn't go through. Yeah, I was auditioning to do it.
So you haven't like gone like super TV like before. Would you like to voice animation?
Someone. No, I think I've got a very strong personality, and when I speak with passion. So this course that can people can relate to than English because it might sound aggressive. I don't know, you know what I mean? Get you, like, yeah, but this course, I would definitely do a course one.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I should definitely, because sometimes when I watch animation, right, and I hear the voice, I'm like, there's no way this is a real person that's speaking. But actually, so they sometimes tweak the voice to make
Yeah.
it to
It
match.
depends on the character.
Oh, so that
It
it
depends on the
matches.
character. Yes. That is so dope.
Maybe I'll try it one day. I don't know.
Yes.
But moving on from that, man, I want to talk about someone that I love that many people might not love. I want to talk about Nick G. Just to like,
Are you really doing this?
I want to talk about Nick G, man, because I feel like he's the goat. I feel like most people in podcasts because of him. And I'll be honest, I'm one of the reasons why I have it because I saw it from him and I saw that it was possible. You know, um, hey man, I love Nick G. Can I say? But something that he recently said, right? Because you're a woman, so I wanted to hear your point of view where you made comments about women. Did you see those comments?
Before I comment on that, make sure I love your work. I respect you so much.
Yeah.
But I don't like what he said. Yeah, I don't like what he said. And also, you can justify something, but you can't justify disrespecting a young woman. Do you get what I mean? Because Umini Kamish is one of the women that I look up to in the industry. She's amazing. And even if it was not her, but you don't say such a thing like awuthethe njengomntu, especially if you didn't have like a close encounter with the person. So wrong, man, masiphelele up. What maleji? Wrong, bro.
What do you think about he's being summoned to parliament now to apologize?
It's hectic now. It's hectic, but also judging his career and where he started and his journey, you can tell that it's people that not that they want him to go down, but it's saying there's new agendas. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, I think they were waiting for an opportunity to just bring him down. And she gave them the opportunity. And that's why you need to be smart when you say. Also, now, if you love nature, you need to be smart when you're dealing with like the public. You need to know what you're saying. Like, you need to be very careful because those people are the people that are going to make you.
Do you know I feel bad for the Scorpion group because whatever MacG says is also associated with it.
No, it's not like
But sometimes, because MacG is not social media. He does a Scorpion group and he opens his comments. So when he says something bad to MacG, people go to Scorpion group and say, yeah, boy, why did you say those things and stuff like that? But then Scorpion he tries to defend. And I'm like,
his son has a very strong personality. Yeah, he's not like he's a funny guy. I don't think he takes it too hard. But Yande even did it.
yeah, it's like me saying something right now, but when you co-host and then people attack you for it, like, oh, you support us in the start. Don't know, I catch. Yeah, but hey, man, moving on. We love McGee, man, but
Yeah, I love his work.
shout out to the podcast.
And also Chilla's pants. Thank you for the Chilla. My favorite pants ever.
What's your favorite flavor? I love orange.
I love is it a mango? Yeah, the macro, the original one.
So speaking of podcasts, right? I know that you also got your own podcast coming. It's called My Story Podcast. Tell us a little about your podcast. Like,
I'm excited.
where is it starting?
But I don't know.
No.
Yeah, so my story podcast is about inspiration. It's about motivation and it's about hope. If you have watched podcasts nowadays, it's podcast where people are talking about sad stories and the country at large is already depressed and going through the most. And people are looking for hope and looking for motivation. So I thought about it and it's something that is close to my heart. I'm that person. If you talk to me about anything, like a conversation, it will always end up in motivation and hope. So I don't want to start a podcast that's far-fetched. I wanted to start a podcast that is close to who I am. So it's all about stories of hope, stories of motivation, stories of inspiration, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's gonna be so amazing.
Drop the date or
I'm dropping my first year. I'm soon, but I'm sure I'm dropping my first episode end of July.
end of July. So you also gonna have guests and
Yes, I'll be interviewing people. It's my story, but when you come, it's all about your story. Yeah, understand. But obviously, the first episode is going to be about my story, And my second guest is my best friend, my close friend, Uzuko SA. She's going to be my first guest on the episode. So I hope you guys are going to be watching. Yeah.
Do you have that pressure of bringing celebrities or influencers, or you don't care about it? You want
I love the question. Yes, it's had a question. It's had a question because you know what, man? It's not even about celebrities. It's about anyone that has a story that can inspire and motivate. Guess what happened when I was in Johannesburg? I'm one person that likes to talk to Uber drivers and all of that and just share my story and also talk to them and ask them, but how are you and all of that. So there was this other guy that told me a very sad story, but also motivating at the same time. So I said to the guy, would you like to be part of what I'm doing? And he was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm starting a podcast and I feel like your story will empower a lot of people. So after talking to the guy, I got to realize that I'm not only looking for celebrities, I'm looking for anyone that has an amazing story that can empower and change someone's lives. So anyone, man, like come to share your story as much as long as it's inspiring and motivating. That's what I'm looking for.
What's the one conversation you can't wait to have with someone?
I can't wait to have a conversation with Tuzuko SA, his music journey. Yeah, because also with me, I've been in the industry for 10 years. I've been auditioning for 10 years. I got 4 shows. Nakona, it was not like a permanent thing. It was features and extras and all of that. So for me to be auditioning for 10 years, but I'm still pushing still, and I'm starting my podcast, that should be a motivation for someone that is starting up. So Uzuko is he's one of the people that I went to school with. And I know his background and Upper Kulele Khona. So I'm interested to find out how everything happened because I'm only seeing God in his stories. So I'm just excited to find out about uthandaze umthandazo onjani. Yeah.
That's nice. I mean, that's a dope concept. I'll be the first one to subscribe to it. I love it, man. You know, my story podcast, guys, coming soon with Neziswa. So you said you've been in the industry for 10 years. You've got a lot of experience, and South African industry has developed a lot in the past few years. More opportunities for black people now. We've got pay Nuki there doing international gigs. Do you think where we are right now, like entertainment as a whole, we've leveled up to the same level as Hollywood, or do you think we have a long, we still,
We still have a long ways to go. We still have a long ways to go. The system has to change. Yeah, the system has to change. And especially I'll speak in my like industry, the acting space. It has to change because now what's happening is the fact that you're getting a lot of influencers that don't have acting training
because of the fall?
giving opportunities. So I think we have a long way to go in changing the system and also doing things in how they need to be done. In the sense that actors need to be paid what they deserve. Because in Hollywood, I know a friend of mine, Atandwa Nkani. He is one of the biggest actors in Atlanta. And he always talks about how the space is different that side compared to this side. And you can see how professional he is as an actor. Also, Abu Sumbetu, they are international actors. You can see their level and their professionalism and compared to our actors. So I think we have a long way to go. I'm happy of the fact that there's so many opportunities now. People can be discovered on social media. And yeah,
Yeah. So we still got a long way to go.
we still
The fact that actors don't get malabo after they've done a show. What do you call it again when you've done a
retirement.
retirement? They don't have retirement.
It's very sad actually, especially in the acting space. Like you get legends that are talented. Like Umama that recently was asking for donations. Yeah, she was. I used to watch her disseminate with Doris Yo TV. Like kind of was looked at Lil TV like Mabali. She used to be there as a voiceover actor, and then there was so many productions that I used to watch her on growing up. And seeing her asking for the, I'm like, no, guys, I can't.
Well, I was gonna speak to you about that. Like, it's so many actors now are being broke. They're asking for donations, but you've been in the industry for like 30 years, 20 years, and go Amaya go. They have a way of staying there. Like, make sure they are never broke. Make sure that in Malikon, how are you gonna make sure in the next 30 years, Neziswa doesn't go on social media and ask people for donations? Like,
Yeah,
what are you gonna do? Like,
talking about that for me, nah, I think it's so discouraging. Like it's so discouraging to find that legends that I look up to go through such a situation where they are down and out. They don't even have anything to fall back on. But what I've learned is the fact that in this industry, you need to have something to fall back on. That's why for me, I'm not focusing on acting only. I'm also focusing on producing, having my own work. Like if Ferguson's that we just mentioned, they have a whole big production house and they're creating opportunities for other people. It's because they've seen that in this industry, uzohamba uhambe usokole, uzohamba uhambe ungafumani umsebenzi. So I always say this to even abantu talented like sis Vatsiswa Ndaka.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, when I think about Mrs. Fatisondak and other actors that has given up in the industry, I think it is an opportunity for you to start your own thing, start your production, start your own thing, create. You can. You've learned this on stage. You know how to start a production. Look at you. You're starting a podcast. You know that you need to get a guest. You need to prepare your questions. You need to get a photographer. You need to get a venue. You are learning as you're going. Shigi shigi. Sizovanga soto mini podcast. Shigi shigi. Sizovanga you're producing something. So you need to stand on your own 2 feet and think, but if this doesn't happen, what am I going to do next? So yeah. So to answer your question, man, if I so say
Everybody must choose a
I pray to God that answers my prayers. And I also have like a long term plan.
because the Kone Chuweme, do you know Kone Chuweme?
Yeah.
She said that in an interview that the people who are making the most money in the industry are the ones behind the scenes, not on screen. So yeah, that opened a lot of people's eyes.
Yeah.
What does she mean by that? So and it's true. I feel like production people they earn more than abantu that you see on. Yeah,
And they the opportunity is long. Like it's not short lived.
yeah. As you've seen that I'm a huge guest of. I'm a huge fan of Mekchi. So I would love to collaborate.
Also, I'm tired of mixing.
I love to collaborate with you one day because a bit last year, right, on the 11th of May, because they were doing live show, yeah, at a purport. I was there that day and I saw them. I took pictures because they said no pictures, no videos, but I took pictures and videos. Privately, I took them privately, and I got a picture with Sol Penduka, right? I never got a picture with Mac because I didn't be able to security and stuff like that.
But even tomorrow they have the thing.
Kids, but
But I think also
yeah, I don't care about them. I don't care about the kids.
Yeah, it's spreading.
One man spreading.
But you have to go because you're starting a podcast. What if you can partner with them or do something with them? Networking guys.
Yeah. I feel like when they kid now they big, so they might be like, nah, we don't want to do.
So just go for your podcast, just behind the scenes.
Just like ask them the
Yeah, just go. Just tell them about your podcast. Tell them to give you a shout out in their podcast.
We'll see. So the reason I talk about Mickey because I'd love to do a dream collaboration with him one day, right? So from your side, who would you like to collaborate with and why?
That's a very tough one. Well, the podcast never really active whatever in the industry. It has to be from that. I think Lala Tandala will make an amazing chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Tandala. Oh, Uzuko. The siblings struggle, don't the podcast. Yeah, I work with people that I know that the energy will flow. Do you get what I mean? Charisma and all of that. Chemistry, sorry.
But I didn't like his character on the river. I feel
Do you not like his character because he's a good actor?
yeah.
He kills it. So you'll hate the character more than him.
Because I feel like they made him stupid in the show. Because no one was always one step ahead of him.
The character is
Always one step ahead. But like I want to ask you, like, because this is more of a personal question for me.
Yeah.
You know, because okay, I'll share my story. So like 3 weeks ago, right, I was with this girl, right, that I was with this girl that I really like, and we chit chat, we spoke, you know, and I think the following day we did the deed.
The following day. Okay. We listen.
We don't chat, yeah. So after that, we spoke on the phone, and she said, "Yeah, bro, I'm growing feelings for you. I'm developing feelings for you. We could try something. We could date." And then it all got messed up the following week. Something happened. Some people got involved. I won't share too much details, but she got angry at me, and she was like, "Nah, bro, I think we should stop this. Let's just end this." So I was just wanted to ask you, like, why is it so easy? And it's not me who's saying this. Why is it so easy for women to move on? Like, if a guy messes up just once, I'll go with him a second chance. You're like, no, it's over.
I think it depends on how she feels about you.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be that easy if she really loved you. Let me just be honest. I know it's a bit rough to say that, but for me, it's crazy what I'm going to say. It's similar to your story. I broke up with my ex, and funny enough, my cousin was asking me the same question about a message to my ex, and I was like, I miss him. And he was like, what do you mean you miss your ex? I was like, I still love him. I broke up with this person on the 4th of January 2020, 2015.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been 10 years.
You still miss him? Alright, bro.
I still love him. When I started to miss, I still love him. You understand? And also, I haven't moved on because I don't have a kid. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, if I have a kid, what if this guy comes back? And I still believe that he was my soulmate. So I think a person that like I move on quickly like that, I don't think you meant anything or you are meant to be together. Because why is a move on? I'm like, for years.
What I did, right? Because the following week we were at a party, graduation party. So the pin and bees again. So what I got jealous because he was.
Did you buy flowers?
No, man.
Now we have to do something.
It's very cute. I'll buy her chocolate, but she didn't want to see it. So what I did, right? What I did, she was speaking with somebody else. I don't know if on her side they made phone, but that guy said, "Yeah, I'm phone." So we got so drunk that I broke them. Like I got into the middle of this conversation, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" Like, so she saw it as a red flag. Like, dude, I'm just talking to this guy.
Wow, but she was supposed to see about I'm time, baby, I'm lean, which is a cute thing.
Yeah. So she saw that I'm insecure, so it's not gonna work. And I'm done like now by 2 years. So when I
But you didn't get physical with the guy.
not so whenever okay you child
She's keep on convincing her. I think she'll get it.
she blocked.
Although the sister was. Well, you know what? Wherever you are, I hope you're gonna watch this episode, Pauline. Pauline.
Hey man, but over time, hey man. So well, I'm like back on your story like 10 years.
I'm telling you.
Like, did you how many years did you date this guy?
We were dating for 4 years.
Okay.
And we were gonna get married.
Shit. So 2011. Around that time.
So also to like going to Lona that my family knew and like pushy with her so many times. And put in single. I don't know whether it's because of Ella Puka or what. He's someone that my family really liked. And also now I've never had someone like that in my life, someone that cares about me, someone that loved me like that. And even after him, there was always that void. And even if guys will try and be with me, I would always be like, you are Sana. Yes. And then that's a layhorn. So yeah.
So yeah, now he's moved on already.
I don't even know because we don't follow each other, and I think it's the best thing because I don't want to know what's happening. But I know he's not in the country; he stays in Paris.
Yeah, but it's about like what's that? Other guys you date now when they see this, but I wanna if that guy will come back.
Well, we still not of a super short in Benzile, right? I might forget about him.
Yeah, yes though. We never know. So like how old are you now? I was sorry to ask.
A lady does not refer
Not really like age.
but I'm in my
30s.
neglected flow. How did that? They are again.
Yeah. At 16 years old, were you in the industry or were you not doing anything?
I was not in the industry, but I was acting.
You're
Like
acting.
Kawin. I was doing as a please. I said Kawin.
Do you feel like you've accomplished, like from that 16 years old up until now, you've accomplished a lot of things?
I have, but the society might say I haven't.
Because I'm asking this because if you could go back right now to 16-year-old Neziswa, what would you tell her?
I was telling that girl, I'm proud of you. You are a fighter and you're a go-getter, and you go for what you want. Like I'm so proud of her. Yeah, but the society might not say because of family, you are not permanent. You don't have a role, a permanent. You don't have a car. You're not married. You don't have a child. You understand? But for that in the family, yeah, I have worked. I have done things that even like up to that, I'm married. I'm you get what I mean? Going to Johannesburg, staying in Johannesburg, fighting for dreams, studying in Johannesburg and graduating. That's not a child's play. You understand? So yeah, I think I have worked, I've pushed, but I can do better.
If there was one thing you could tell people right now who are still struggling, they are still knocking at the door of success, what would you tell them? Like,
Believe in yourself and pray. If there's one thing that is keeping me going each and every single day, is prayer. And also, your dream is your dream. Don't think Ules is going to understand your dream. It's your dream. Like, it's your baby. Nurture the dream. And also, hold on, no matter what people say. And pray. I can't stress that enough. Pray. Pray for the dream. Protect the dream in the spiritual realm and physical because other things happen spiritually. You have people that are like are with you, but they are fighting you spiritually, and we think that this is like a Simeons, but it's because of abandon. So when you pray, don't pray and say, "Tipo, I pray that you protect that dream in the spiritual realm and physical." So prayer and also believe in yourself and believe in your dreams.
And
It's gonna happen.
not to just say it about to me, but like this journey that I'm on.
What I can say to you, but what I can say to you is the fact that I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you of the fact that you took in the step to start. On Wednesday night, I was watching an interview. Lunat, she's an actress. She was on the river.
Okay, then
Yeah, Ulunat. Ulunat said something so powerful in that podcast. She was saying most of the producers that she had a conversation with or big actors in the industry, they always told her to start. There's nothing powerful as to start. It doesn't matter if you're Benjani or what's happening in your process. Start. I'm proud of you that you started, and I'm proud of you that you chose me to be your first guest. Yeah, to you the front. Yeah, that's a smart choice. So I'm proud of you that you started, and please continue. Continue, no matter what. Like, continue. Some days you're not going to have money to come here, but continue. Stand on business. And also, maybe your photographer is going to support. Get another one. You get what I mean? If your photographer is not there, get another one. If the thing is not ready, simple. Don't say, now we started post. People are going to say, go to Banana Beach. Do it. Just do it. For me, I started a show in 2018 called Listen Masengi. When I started the show, I didn't even have 1 rand. I was not going to do this. It was just on paper. But I want to do this and this and this and this. What I did was I went to the mall. I saw this store where they were selling traditional clothes. I was like, "Dizongena up and what I want to do." And they both put up actually. And anamali, bazovuma, what the payment is. So I went in there to the owner of the shop. I was like, "I'm going to do this. The only thing that I have for you is exposure. I'm going to expose your shop. You're going to get a lot of customers. Please, can I shoot?" He gave me the shop. The guy was shooting. I didn't have an outfit. I told the lady that they were doing the clothes. I was like, "Listen, yeah, I don't have an outfit. Man, Lisa." The photographer I was working with, I would have money and not have money. When I had money, he would come. When I don't have money, he wouldn't come. So I was not consistent on my show, but I kept going. Like even now, I can't wait to shoot another episode because that is my baby. That's my dream. It's not my photographer's dream. It's my dream. So I need to keep going. So I advise you to keep at it. If this is what you want to do, vuka ucinga ngayo, lala ucinga ngayo, noma usetoilet, noma uphali, noma wenza, think about it all the time.
hey man, I need those words. Because so far, I always depend on other people that they need to show up.
No, you must not. People will disappoint you. And also, let me tell you, people will disappoint you. People will disappoint you. You need to have an option. I'm one person, I'm a force. Like, I force things. Even disappointed when I'm gone, I'll look for another person. I'll call someone that can get someone into always have options. Have different photographers, have different guests. Even episode of podcast, make it about you. Tell us of how you started, how you got here at Edison Blue to be partner to partner with you. So yeah.
One more question before we go, man. I always ask this question to people. Some people say, "Oh, it's like that's a good question." Yeah. I want to ask you, what needs to happen to Neziswa for you to feel like I've made it? To find like,
what a beautiful question.
yeah, to be like, you know what, I'm here.
What a beautiful question. For me, I'm raised in a Christian background, right? I think for me, it's alignment. I am working towards my purpose. I'm working towards God's plan, but also being aligned with His plan more than anything. I think I would flourish. And it's something that I'm still praying about, fasting about, so that I can be aligned. But most importantly, just to push myself to go for my dreams and also not to hold myself back because sometimes I do hold myself back. I think if I can just be aligned with God's plan and not hold myself back, I'll be massive.
That's when you're gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that's a beautiful question.
Because I thought you were gonna say money. Maybe I need to have like a million rand.
No, money will always be there.
Yeah.
But who you are and who people see is very important. Yeah, because you're not only living for yourself, you're living for the next person. People need to be inspired by you and be inspired by your story.
I'll line up pressure of you not only do this for yourself, but you need to for your family. Get your family out the hood.
My family.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for my family and my community. Yeah, but I don't have that pressure because my family is like proper.
Proper.
They're proper, but we can do better. Obviously, I would want to buy them a house, a blow or whatever, but it's not like pressure. You understand? We're comfortable. I come from a comfortable family.
Okay, comfortable. Okay.
Not rich. Not rich, but comfortable, right? Yeah, and yeah, it's sharp.
It's before I let you go, man. Tell the people what you got going on right now.
I'm starting a podcast, guys. Please do support me. It's called My Story Podcast. I'm working with one of the amazing studios in Johannesburg called Am Studios. So on Instagram, I'm trying to push content, man, and I'm also trying to get paid partnership brands. Please, please, let's partner and work together. So on Instagram, I'm moko Neziswa. I'm also big on TikTok and Snaz and Facebook Neziswa moko. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm working on.
Because thinking of those brand deals, when this hotel agreed, I thought they were like, okay, we're gonna pay you this much, but they're like, nah, you still upcoming. So we're not gonna pay you.
You see, that's a great platform because now you need to deliver.
Yeah.
They're going to be because they stand at your door and say, how much do you want? So you need to put, it's a platform, it's a beautiful platform when you're not being paid because you need to prove yourself. Yeah.
And then to also check this first episode because they said that, hey, my bad, right? My bad is just impression, just impressed. Right now, what do you think? They're impressed, obviously. Come on. But thank you for joining me, man. I appreciate you for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
I wish you all the best in your success and whatever you do. Continue being you. You're an amazing person.
I appreciate.
Guys, once again, Neziswa, catch your podcast coming soon. She's an MC. Catch her maybe on a movie, voice screen herself for work or something. Catch her maybe on a movie or series. Thank you, man. Once again, I'm your host, Michael Max, and this has been the Afternoon Podcast. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. The host of the most.
Peace, guys. Peace.